Okay, so we're going to detach the camera so I can hold it by hand so you can kind of see what's developing here. So stand by. Alright, so you can kind of see the block there where the high spots are and where the low spots are. So we're making full contact over here on the back side of the engine, and we're making full contact across the block on this side of the engine. But this side, this back side of the engine here is where all the heat is. That's where all the exhaust is sent out the engine. And you can see where it's much lower than the rest of the block where the cutter hasn't made contact yet. So we're going to keep going, easing along, just taking little bits at a time until we get all of this cleaned up and get it to the same surface. So this will be our third pass, and total depth of cut is 3 thousandths. So we haven't taken a lot of material, but and we don't want to. We want to take just what we need. So alright, so I'll get the camera back up and we'll set up for our fourth pass, so stand by. Okay, so this is our fourth pass, and we've got just have started to make contact back here on the back side of the block. I'm not going to move the camera for that, but I'm thinking maybe, you know, 1 more thousandths we'll take care of it. So we're going to move our cutter down to a total depth of cut of 5 thousandths. And we'll start back up. Okay, so this was I think our fourth pass, total depth of 5 thousandths deep, and you can kind of see that the block is cleaned up all the way across. There are some shadow lines back here and right through here, and I haven't made up my mind whether I need to be concerned about those or not. I might need to think about that for a few minutes, but all in all, so far, everything's turned out well. We got rid of the hump here, and we brought everything back into a pretty good degree of flatness, and that'll set up a good bore on the bore when we bore the cylinders out. Okay, so I've decided to take one more pass while we got it up here. There's one little gouge back there that I don't think is too big of a concern, but while we're here, we're going to take care of it. So stand by. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so I am 100% satisfied with that. Got a shadow line right here, but the material has been removed all the way around the block. Let's see, I recorded total amount of material removed was 6 thousandths. So that's not including the hump. So the hump was I don't know, 6 thousandths high. So when I got the hump off, we took an additional 6. So all in all, I'm very pleased with that, and that'll give us a good foundation for our boring bar. But we're a ways off from that. We gotta address these valve guides next. Then we'll have to address the seats. Then we'll move on to the bore. So, okay, that's all we got. Okay, so we got all the machines off and everything's nice and quiet now, so we can think about this next operation. So I've got the cut sheets when the engine came into the shop, and I record all of the serial numbers and casting numbers and anything worth recording in these sheets. For posterity reasons and historical reasons, and for, you know, just for general knowledge. So the original serial number was Mike Charlie 27988. So these stamps were in here just haphazardly. They weren't, you know, stacked or evenly spaced or anything like that. So that's the way they're gonna go back. So we'll get set up for that, and we'll show some pictures before and after. I kind of be careful here because the stamp pad for the serial number is right in this area, and this water pump housing is hollowed out up in here. So I don't exactly know how thick that material is. I mean, it feels like 3/16 of an inch. So I'm not going to really hammer down on it, but I'll put enough data on it to stay with it for posterity. So all right, we'll stand by and we'll get set up for that operation. All right, first letter is, get some light on here. Kind of see what's going on. First letter is M. That's MC. MC 2 2. All right, where's my 7? 7. C2. 7. 9, 8, 8. There's 8. I believe that's a 9. 2, 7. 9. 8, 8. All right, I'm not sure how well you can see that, but I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll come in here with a black Sharpie. There, that helped it out a little bit. MC27988. Now, right above that was the inspector stamp. Alright, so right above this was would have been the inspector stamp, and there's just no rhyme or reason to where they put it. Actually, it was over stamped over the 7. So I think what we'll do, we got a head gasket line that comes through here, and I don't want to interrupt that too much, but we're going to put it relatively close to where it was. It's going to be in this general area, and these letters were also facing the other way. So MC27988 with an inspector stamp of Charlie. Whoever Charlie was, I have no clue, but I'm sure he was a good man. So, alright, well, that kind of concludes this video, and I hope you enjoy. Please send me a comment in the comments block, and if you got any questions or comments, please let me know, and I'll try my best to answer them. Thank you.